always very angry. I don't care what it was. You could say, go get that banana. They would take the banana and throw the banana just because you say, go get the banana. So they were angry. They're crying out for help. Yeah. But no one's listening.
Yeah, we need, yes.
And they tend to be diagnosed with such and placed on such. And then placed on medication more so than others.
A lot of them. Yeah. My favorite was Adderall. Most of them were taking it.
And I'm still saying, because I worked at a crisis center. One of the, as a matter of fact, the only crisis center for youth in Georgia. So that meant we. And the other place that didn't want them, they would come, the part of this would bring them to us. And it opened my eyes. I mean, I was so sad. It was draining. Because so many of our children, they want so many medications. And I felt like their needs weren't being met. Okay, I'm going to medicate you so you can be quiet.
Yep. Right.
But as far as finding out why, what's the root cause, there was none of that.
Right.
It's really sad. But, a lot of our young men in the 3rd and 4th grade, that's when they get diagnosed with the different things, ADHD and ADD, and then they place in classes where they had to do IEP.
Right.
And, there's a lot of dysfunction in the homes.
Yeah.
So, as giving back, or as the people in the whole, we have to look at parenting skills.
Yeah.
Families.
Yeah. And that's how it worked back then. Growing up, it was all about family. It was all about family back then. Now it's to the point where it's all about self. It's all about, get mine and you better get your while you can, girl.
It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, it's very.
That's the mentality.
Right? But you fail to realize those kids that you pushing off in the corner and medicating will be your future, will be your adults.
Gonna be adults.
And that's what you have to deal with. And people don't realize that. And the same little kids are going to go straight to prison, and that's what they want.
And that's what they want.
You have that little. Was it prison, elementary, some of the school, the pipeline?
The prison pipeline.
Yeah, that. So you see a lot of that, and so you're giving people what they really want. And so that's what you see now.
Yeah, and I think we have got lazy and allowing society to take care of our kids. And society don't care about our kids. They care about, they gonna do what they got to do to make sure they stay in control. They stay with the power, and it all starts with that baby in the womb.
That's true.
The baby in the womb. Because if you are
your thoughts,
all that
environmental factors, you're angry, upset, you're sad. The baby feels all that. People fail to realize that. In utero, the baby knows what's going on.
It's connected to you. I mean, the umbilical, the baby is connected to you because of everything that you're putting inside your body. And I had to realize that. I had to learn that. Because my daughter, she have an IEP. But I know why. I know why she's maybe a little slow in learning. I know that. And plus, it runs in my family as well. So we have to make sure that we try to catch it when it's in the womb. And I think it's not enough out there. It's not enough out here. We're not pushing it. We're pushing more of stuff that's fake. We're pushing more stuff that's not reality. It's the media. Yes, it's pushing more and more stuff that's not even benefit to no benefit to us. It's really harming us. It's like, so we had to. I think my goal is a way to, if I have to sometimes start with myself, is pushing more positivity. More positive things, more things that benefit our health, more things that benefit our family, more benefit yourself. And I think we just got to get to the point where we have to push it ourselves.
And that's what it comes to. I agree with you. It starts with the individual. It starts with the individual. Because my son too had an IEP. And, at 8 years old, his dad and my husband and I separated. And that was his way. He started acting out in school. And it was draining, but I couldn't give up on him. Yeah. Because that was my child. So I had to fight through all those all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And everything, and every negative, they want to put them in a certain class, they want to send them there, they want to let them know. Mm-hmm. So I had to work with it. It was difficult as a single parent. Yeah. Having 3 older children. It's like, okay, I got 4 children, they all belong to the same person. What's wrong with this person right here? Yeah. What's wrong with the child?
Yeah, you look at that.
Nerves,
Yeah, you look at that because you start blaming yourself and start beating yourself.
I said, well, maybe I did labor when I was pregnant with him, with the gases and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I'm glad that I stuck to it and didn't let them, classify him as such. And then still now I can share that information because I have a young person that I work with and I know that has a younger sister that's been acting out. And I was like, no, don't let them label her. Right. She needs... We need to send her to someone to talk to her to see what's going on with her. And I said, get her engaged in stuff that she is around like-minded with young women and doing positive things. Get her doing something extracurricular. It doesn't have to have anything to do with school. Your mom is not going to take it personal. Right. Just this is what she, work on helping her. Give her the tools that she needs. So it starts with us as individuals.
Yeah. Realizing that you have to be the change if you want anything to get better. And you can't blame everybody else. Eventually you got to stop pointing fingers and look at yourself. Why am I acting like this? Why am I always in the same circle of negativity? You look at yourself. Because sometimes, it's a hard thing to do, but it's a hard problem.
But you know what? That's so real, because I had to go for therapy. I went. My mother was like, wow. I remember they asked me, well, why you made the decision to go? Because I realized that there were some issues that went way back, coming back forward. There's some things, it was me. I was allowing certain individuals to come into my life, and I had to figure out why. Yeah. So when I got here, like, you didn't figure everything else. I said, but I need to know what do I do to change their mindset and their perspective. So now I tell everybody, I think you need to go to therapy.
And it causes you to heal. Like, we all have inner wounds that we've never dealt with. Things that happen to us, maybe a divorce, abuse, or whatever. We push it aside. We put on those little masks and go about it every day. But the little wound is still there. You put a little Band-Aid over it. You still need to get help so it can heal. And I think once you realize that, you will be better off. You'll be a better person. You'll be a happier person, too.
Oh, yes. And I'm advocate of that, too, because I had to deal with some things in my past. And, you have to, things happen in your past. And you have to
define who you are today.
Right.
Not at all.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't define you at all. And, of course, you're going to have people that's that like to bring your past up. Right. But if you know your self-worth, then you stand up for yourself and be like, that was me back then. This is me now. Right. And there is healing. And I think we get to the point where it's the word therapy. We think you going to the therapy, then you going to you create something going.
Yeah.
Something wrong with you. Yeah, something wrong with you. You just need somebody. Exactly. Exactly. But we gotta get to the point that it's okay to talk to someone because that person may see something in you that you don't can't see. Right. That you can't see. I went to therapy too when I was young. And now I love talking to someone. I have a life coach that I talk with, and that person gonna keep it real with you. They're not going to sugarcoat anything. They're not going to make sure that Band-Aid stayed on there and you don't get healed. They're gonna make sure you take that Band-Aid off and then you're gonna be healed. You're gonna be good. And it's something that's quick.
Yeah, it's a process.
Right, it's a process.
It's a long, lengthy process, and I think you have to be willing to do the work.
Oh, yes.
If you're attracting the same type of man, you need to look at yourself.
Yeah.
Same type of person over the same behavior, but just a different shell.
Oh, yeah.
Look at yourself.
Oh, yeah. Everything always starts with self. You got that person that's mean and angry. It ain't about you. It's about that person.
That's right.
There's something going on with them. And so I think we just, as a women, we got to get to the point where our health is at stake. Either you want to go out rough or you want to go out, smooth and sailing.
I want to go out empty, okay? I want to make sure I do every single thing.
Exactly.
But I want to be able to walk to the places and do all of that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So that means
Yes, I want to shoot. I want to be able to do a lot of things before that time. And no, we don't know that time. Right. We don't know that time when it's gonna come, but we want to make sure that we did all we could do with our health, and then spread it out to others, and and that's
it's important that we have necessary conversations like this, real conversations. Yeah. Right. Talk real, real talk. Mm-hmm. Be transparent and just share from my experiences and from my knowledge and expertise, so others can learn and they themselves, get healthy.
And you'll be amazed how people go through the same thing and they won't share that they're going through the same thing. You'll be amazed. You just start talking to people and you're like, you know what, I have the same problem. And then you're able to be a resource and support for someone else. And that's what I had to learn.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to share your story.
Be transparent.
Yeah. And
because you never know. You never know who you.
Yeah, no, you don't ever know who you gonna help out here with your story. Because we all have a story. We all probably went through a health challenge, or So like we said, we encourage us to tell your story. Tell your story. Don't hold it to yourself, and you're gonna feel so much better. If you tell your story, because you heal yourself. You heal yourself. So I'm all advocate for that. And if y'all have any upcoming events, anything y'all have coming up?
I had to push mine back. I have a as a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to launch my new my Dreams Pieces lotion and bath products, but health and beauty, bath products.
Yes.
So I'm working on the packaging. I'm hoping that I will be able to at least present a gift basket to a lucky person at an event on Mother's Day. I'm gonna get you on Mother's Day.
Okay.
So it's been something that my grandmother did herbs and stuff like that, and I've been creating lotions for myself because, if I buy purchase products from the store, I tend to break out. And I got coworkers like, "Oh, this is really good. You need to really push it. You need to do it." I was like, you know what? I was like, yeah. But then I realized that we have to have multiple sources of income.
Ooh, yes.
So health and beauty products plus, it's another source of income. So I'm stepping out of faith.
Okay, and what's the name of your?
Dream Pieces, Dreams with a Z, DREAMZ, PIECES. So dreams, like the dream piece. Mm-hmm. So dream pieces are one of a kind. Anything. So it can be a dress, it can be a pocketbook, it can be. But we're gonna start with our lotion, bath and body products.
Oh, okay.
And you will smell fantastic, right?
And it's all natural.
And it's all natural. Feel good, look good, and you're gonna think good because that's part of the thing in the process. When you feel good, you look good, you think really good about yourself.
Yes.
So feel good, look good, think good. So
okay. What to you, Elaine?
Well, I'm working on some things. I have not got it all together yet. But it's something that I'm really passionate about.
Okay.
And eventually it will be coming. To maybe 3 or 4 months.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that's what's up. See, women empower women, women inspire women, because we can do it.
Yes,
you just have to. It's a mind thing. I love coming on Sundays and getting on the radio show and just talking. I love it. I like it. I really do. Getting used to it more and more. Talking, just talking and just getting some ideas, and sometimes I haven't even listened to my last Sunday one because it's like, I don't know, it's like kind of weird.
Listen to yourself.
Listen to myself. I'm like, oh, do I sound like that? So I'm trying to figure out, like, should I say it like this? And so I'm just still just going with the flow. Going with the flow and moving by faith and enjoying it, because, like I said, if I don't like it, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So I have to enjoy it, and I enjoy coming on the radio show and talking about different things and just being transparent and just being, being yourself. This is me. I enjoy having heart-to-heart conversations, especially when it's building our community, especially when it's about our kids, because I do this for my kids. I do this because I know that I'm not going